Hello, lovely community. I hope that you're doing well and that you are having a good and meaningful and joyous Pesach. I certainly miss you when I think back to the 3 days of Yontif and how accustomed I am and how much I look forward to seeing you and your beautiful smiling faces. And not having that this year, I must say I have really enjoyed the time with my own little family, but I really would like to see you all again, and I look forward to the time that we'll be able to do so. But in the meantime, I'd like to share some further reflections, words of comfort, and hopefully of strength also for moving forward. It's such a challenge that we're facing now because it really is the challenge of the unknown, and the unknown not in a way that is consequence free. You know, when you get a birthday present that's all wrapped up and you don't know what it is, that's also the unknown. But here, the variables are really very, very significant. We're talking about the health and even the lives of people that we know and love and of ourselves. We're thinking of the livelihood and financial security and stability, again, of both ourselves and the people in our lives. And all of those major questions come with a serious question mark. I mean, after all, what are the most important things that give us a sense of security in life? It's health, it's the ability to provide for ourselves, and it's our family. And to an extent, all of those are in question. Family by virtue of the questions around health, most of all. And those anchors have been somewhat taken away from us, which certainly can make it a time of great insecurity. What's important to understand is two things. One is how to get through this with strength, and the second one is the doors that this can open for us as well. The first one, how we get through this with strength, I think we would do well to remind ourselves that every single one of us has survived difficult challenges in the past. There is not a person among you who has not been through real significant difficulties and come through the other side. Maybe you didn't come out unscathed. Maybe you paid a price to come out the other side. And maybe the same will be here. But you made it through that. You'll make it through this. And I want you to think about what it was that you were able to draw upon in those previous situations. What was it that got you through? Was it certain words of advice or a life attitude? Was it something that you did that gave you the strength and the ability to see it through? And was there something that you learned from that experience that you would like to help you through this one? I can speak on a personal level that the most comparable experience that I have to this is the fire of our shul, because in the aftermath we had again a community with uncertainty, with a lot of lack of clarity of the way forward, where we were going to get to, how we were going to get there, what it would look like. And we had all lost something so significant. There are a lot of similarities here, and what got me through was looking at all of the good things that could be done and needed to be done. There was and is a lot of work and a lot of important things that need to be done, and a lot of people around to try to help and reassure, which gave me strength and purpose. Lessons that I learned during that time after the fire. The two things that I neglected most of all were my health and my family. I'm very glad that I dedicated myself towards constructive solutions to the problems our community was facing. But it was a mistake to neglect my health and my family in the way that I did. And I'm learning for that this time around to really try to make sure that I'm doing my exercise and that I'm spending meaningful time with my family as well. Those are my own personal examples. But and then, of course, I think most of all what keeps me going is the sense of mission that I have from Hashem. I feel that Hashem has placed me here in order to help and in order to make a positive difference. And it's times like these that we really can help the people around us. So those are some of my personal reflections, but I want to know what your reflections are. Please message me back, send an email, or call me to let me know what strength you're drawing, how where you're getting that from, and how that can help you going forward. And if that's something you'd like me to share with others as well, I would be happy to do so. So that's the first point I wanted to make about drawing strength to go forward, because we all have the ability to come through all of this with courage and with a resilience that will enable us to see the bright future ahead. And that's the second point, the opportunities that are coming up. It may be a long time from now. We don't know when and we don't know what it will look like, but the day will come when things will be better than they were before the coronavirus. Now, I'm not saying, therefore, it's a wonderful thing. That's not my point. My point is that all difficulties and challenges in life end. Every night is followed by a new day. Every storm is followed by a rainbow. And this storm as well, although it may indeed be difficult and challenging, I'm not coming to minimize that, we have the strength to get through it. And eventually, we will see a great, bright future that is even better than what we have today. That's just the way in which Hashem's world works. And we need to hold on to that as well. Again, the price we'll pay along the way, I can't tell you. But that we will get there, I feel confident that we will. And so on that note, as we go into the last 2 days of Yom Tov, once again, I miss you. I wish I could be with you and seeing you. But in the meantime, I cherish the messages and conversations that we're having and the phone calls. So thank you all for that, and wish you all a Chag Sameach.